And we're back. That's right. Here I am, the Batman that eats dragon fruit. But yeah, I don't know. It was all right. It tasted pretty good. I just felt like when I was eating it, like it was good for me. I don't know. I think they have superpowers, personally. That's what I think. I don't think. I don't think they're your average fruit. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what it does for me. See how I feel tomorrow after I ate one today. Entitled. So, man, what happened to my? Oh yeah, I'll figure it out. But yeah, running a little late today, behind schedule. Behind schedule. There's another entitled one. I'm gonna try to get over here. While I'm doing this, I'll talk to y'all. I am the amazing Batman. How are all of you doing? I hope you're doing well. I know that penguin man now. I know they just grunt. There we go. Another honk. Another honk, baby. The fame never stops. That's right. The fame never stops. And like I said, the reading came out, the download, it said all these people are going to be astounded, amazed, surprised, whatever, flabbergasted. Oh, I'm flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted. Oh, Jesus. Flabbergasted. Right? They're going to be flabbergasted at the fact that Batman's divine favor from God is real. That's right. Your boy's about to be filthy rich. Watch. It's all coming right around the corner. That's why God's been conditioning and training me this entire time. Been getting trained by God, for God, doing all this training, getting ready for when he deploys me and sends out his soldier. And that's what y'all don't get. He's going to utilize me and use me all over the nation and all over the world. That is the plan. That is the point of this. All right, for a real purpose, operating at a higher level than all of you, a higher level than your Marines, military, Navy SEALs, Air Force, any of you. We will be operating at a higher level than you because, like I said, I handle the stuff that you folks are too scared to, and you can't. That's the reality. So let's get with it and let's get with the program, buddy. Yeah, you never have to ask when you just have the courage, what y'all are missing in the heart, and you think for yourself, and you're sovereign and you're independent entity. I'm literally sovereign. That's what y'all don't get. That's what matters. See, well, all these people were chasing money and can't get it and hustling backwards like Charles Walker. Yeah, just saying the truth, right? You go ahead and get going. I ain't sitting here all day. I got to get over here. Stay here on y'all's time. We'll never get anything done. We'll just sit here forever for no reason. But, like I said, I mean, while y'all were doing that, I was chasing sovereignty. It's in all them Joker videos. It explains it to a T. Explains to y'all how I'm on a different life path, different walk. I vibrate so much differently than y'all. Everybody around me, I'm on a different vibration, very intense one. And it's very real. There's nothing fake about it. All right? So you're going to have to just deal with it and get used to it. All right? And I really, really want some milk, but I don't know. It's so expensive over here. Like, usually I don't get it over here. No, I don't know. And it's not the big one, and it's too expensive. I might stop and see how much it is. But yeah. But boy, Batman loves milk. I crave milk. Need milk at all times. Like, milk is my thing. Has been since I was a little kid. There used to be pictures of me when I was a little kid. I lost a lot of them, or they were just stolen or taken, or whatever happened. I hear one of the doggies. Well, yeah, it had me in the picture as a little kid. I looked like a problem already. And then some of the pictures had me as a little kid where I was drinking milk. I was always drinking milk. And I'm pretty sure like a lot of it, like I was addicted to milk. You just see me with my little bottle or whatever, and I'd just be downing milk all the time. I love milk. Me and Milk been best friends since the beginning of time. Milk is my thing. I can drink milk all day. I don't know. It's like just the most refreshing thing in the world. Truly is. But, I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, like I said, we're over here winning. So what does that mean you're doing? More than likely. Oh, for real. I see them still talking about the sector. Y'all still trying to keep that sector going while doing playing old shows about how the sector has to be shut down. The sector. Oh my goodness, y'all still keeping that drama, that fake stuff up. Never got anywhere. There is no sector. There never was. It's all in your own mind. It's delusion. you know, that's the thing. But we over here built something real. We winning. And folks could have been done, got down and been cool and been respectful and worked together. Then all y'all would be making money too. But since none of you wanted to do that, no problem. I'll make all the money. That's the thing people don't get. If you go back, listen to the last few episodes and tell me I didn't drop facts about anyone I talked about or any matter I discussed. That's my point. I'm done with people trying to dismiss what I say when I'm a superstar. Again, if I was someone else, if I was any of these people from these other groups, they would all be over here watching, supporting, participating. There's people like Dr. Umar Johnson, okay, who's a fake, phony fraud. I don't even think he's a doctor, okay? And the dude, I mean, literally, if you listen to him talk, it's clear what he's doing. He's not educating anyone. He's misinforming the public. And they get on here and beg for money and beg for $500,000. Well, how about I ask and try to influence the public? Donate me $500,000 because I really will use that money to open up a school. I'll open up like a ministry home. I could build a whole ministry program with $500,000. Right? They didn't like that too much. You can't even tell if y'all are hearing me. Oh, you see, this is crazy, man. Not letting my camera work. Hold on, man. All right, so hopefully you can hear me now. I see the thing moving. That was the government right there, and that was YouTube. See, they didn't like that too much. They don't like when I point out the fact that Dr. Umar Johnson was begging, okay, and they gave him over $500,000 that he wasted on going to clubs and tried to spend it on women because he's a super beta simp. They can't get any woman. I mean, you could tell by looking at him that he's going to struggle in that department. Everybody in your group does, buddy. All beta super simps. That's why I don't know why they run their mouth, right? And at the end of the day, let me get over here in the grass while these folks go by. I'm gonna keep moving though. And it is so ridiculous, the level of selfishness and entitlement and lack of empathy. Come on, man. You can see. They can all see. They have eyes. So yeah, like I said, it's just unbelievable. Yeah, you see how the government just literally did that and kicked me off my own show because I started bringing up their little agents, their little caricatures, their little characters, like Dr. Umar Johnson, right? He begged for $500,000. Why don't I influence the public and ask the public nicely, respectfully, why don't y'all donate me $500,000? Why don't we raise $500,000 here? Straight up, we could do it. There's nothing holding us back from doing it. Why don't we do that just straight through here? I don't have to use a GoFundMe and all that. We'll do that too. But let's start here. You got a Cash App, PayPal, and a Venmo, and y'all can all donate and support. Let's get a wave of support for real. I want to come up with $500,000. I'll build my own ministry home program and help all the youth and all these different people get off the streets and build a real future. You know, that's the whole thing. You know, people are trying to take and do my idea. That was my idea before it was anyone else's. I've been saying that since I was little, that I wanted to do that. You know, that's what's odd about these people. You know, but like I said, it just is what it is. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I just sit back and I watch y'all, and I'm like, man, like, how do you expect things to work for you or work out if you're not willing to put the work in? That's all. I mean, that's the thing I don't get about the Woffers with Charles Woffer. Like, bro, you're literally panhandling. They told me they couldn't come to this show because they had to panhandle, right, to get food for whatever. Like I said, I already explained how I feel about it and everything, and it's just like, dude, what about working a job, bro? Like, seriously, like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't have the right mentality. They don't. You don't have faith, and you don't have the right mentality. You can't just expect to beg and panhandle and just build and have everything. I mean, you got free land. You should be super happy and content with that. And see, they're going through what I told y'all is the reality of when you have land. This is why I sold my 50-acre property. Yeah, it was 50 acres. You folks think unilaterally. You can't think. Nobody wants a 50-acre property that was already designed for me to lose it, that's unlivable. They gave it to me in the wrong capacity, and it's going to be a lawsuit, see? Along with all my other inheritance that was stolen and manipulated and finagled, right? Everything is coming to me. Everything. Every part of it is coming to me. All of it. Everything that's rightfully mine. God is going to give me, right? Everything that was taken from me, he's going to replace in tenfold. He's going to give me way more. So check this out. I've had it all forever, and I'm going to still get more, and I'm not selfish and don't care about material possessions. That's why God always blesses me and he provides. It's the truth. It's right in front of your face. See, the world is not unilateral. Y'all want to think unilaterally, you sit there, you say silly things. You act like people are making a mistake, but it's because you have no life experience. So see, you don't know what you're talking about. So why are you talking? See the point? We don't need to listen to nobody. I don't ask no one for their advice or opinion. Don't volunteer it. That's all. Keep your 2 cents to yourself. You understand? They can't nobody tell me anything. I'm a grown man that's been running this game, running these streets, and running this world forever. You know what? I like Cartman in South Park. You know, everybody just thinks you're. It's the truth. Like when they're all like rebel, 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 rebel. It's like, you know, everybody just thinks that you're. I'm just like Cartman. That's literally what I'm like, but I'm thin. I love Cartman, man. Cartman, I don't know how people don't like him. Cartman is the perfect character, man. He tells it how it is. I don't care what none of y'all talk about. He be handling his business too. He's a boss. Like he really don't be underhanded unless he has to. But when he gets underhanded, he gets things done. But he's hilarious the way he does it. His sense of humor, Cartman is awesome. My favorite character. Butters is kind of funny sometimes. I mean, they're all funny, but Cartman's my favorite. But yeah, man, like I said, I don't understand it. I don't understand y'all. I don't know how you can act like it's so difficult just to process basic reality and get basic things done. I mean, it's not difficult, man, but yeah, y'all be hustling backwards. So I'm saying, look, that's the formula to fail. You just lost 2 vans. See? You're not doing things right, man. I'm just being real. It's not just about being smart, it's about faith in God. Like, you gotta have faith. Like if you get a vehicle, yeah, I told you every vehicle messes up. Doesn't matter who you are, where you at, what you know. All vehicles become junk vehicles. So what you should have done is made sure you got them to your property. So you held on to the money you invested in them. You do that at all costs, brother. I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't just leave vehicles play. I mean, sometimes you have to, but it's just ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? And the system's not designed to help you with any of that either. The system designs all that vehicle stuff to make it impossible. Real talk. I already know. I already know how it is. The system is rigged. But yeah, you can't be doing that, brother. You got to make smarter moves, man. Like real talk, bro. That's cool that you got land, but see what you got yourself there is a little piece of land, and it sounds cute when people are like, "Yeah, get yourself some land and grow your own crops." See, that's the thing. Y'all be talking so much, you believe your delusion. It's not that easy to do these things. See, you can't just talk it. You got to do it. Those are 2 totally different things. I'm just telling you, brother. You can say what you want, but from what I'm seeing, I mean, they are not going to win or make it the way they're doing things. It ain't going to work, dude. So I don't know. It's going to get to where you can't even be on that land. You're going to have to, like, that's the thing. If you got it secured already, move on, bro. You're going to have to go back to the streets. You're going to have to. You have no choice. It's the truth. You know, God will make it happen, but it's going to be hard. All right, hold up. Wow, that was awesome. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. God is real, bro. Like, really. And you're going to hear me keep telling you because, like I said, I'm walking with God. Every step I take is with God in this realm, in this world. And it's always been real, man. I don't have anything to prove to anyone. I'm just me, but God is real, bro. Believe that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that was cool. Uh, some people, they were nice. They just helped me out majorly. So, it's just a blessing, man. Like I said, and then I just told y'all, didn't I? Every time I tell y'all, call it out, it happens. God shows up and shows out for me, man. That's what's so amazing, truly, about God. It really is real. I would never claim loyalty to anyone or anything or God for convenience or what I can get out of it. I truly believe in God, no matter if He didn't give me nothing. Well, I told y'all I've been going through this impossible time period even recently, and look at God turning everything around. And He'll talk to me. He'll talk to me while I'm going through it and talk to me and tell me these things, saying, remember, God can take any situation and turn it around. Like that's the part that's just insane to me. Like God really is in control, man. You know? And I never doubt it ever for a second. It's just when you have human understanding, it's just surreal. It's really cool. Hi there. There you go. I think that was like a mom. They were waving, saying Batman. So yeah, I mean, like I said, when it puts a smile on people's face, and there's another one yelling Batman. I think that was two guys. So yeah, I mean, people love. Like I said, it puts a smile on people's face. Uh, I just do me, man. I just stay doing me, stay being the real thing, and like I said, I think people don't know the whole purpose behind it, but there's a lot behind me and a lot behind this and what I'm doing, and it's a major, real movement, man. So, that's the thing. Like I said, I don't really have time for the other people on here and the other folks. I got time for the fans that want to support me out here, people that want to support me. Like I said, my whole goal right now, my goal is to get enough money together, and however God wants to do that for me, to get enough money together and have the resources to do this in New York. I want to do it in different states, California, maybe Los Angeles, maybe Hollywood, different places. But, the real thing, that's the whole point, like to where I can affect things in a positive manner. Just like he said in the new movie when he said, hold on, let this truck go by. There we go. So, yeah, everything that's depicted in that new movie, I'm telling you, is pretty much what I think my walk is going to be. I think it might be a little different, but how in the hell is he mowing grass over here right now? That's all right. I'm going to cross this way then. Stay away from that. I ain't trying to need all that. But yeah, um, like I said, um, yeah, he's up in New York, and he's talking about I got to push myself, and he's working hard, being Batman. It just all matches up. Like that scene, like I know that there's going to be a time when that actually happens. That scene when he's like, I'm vengeance. Like that's me. And it's going to really happen just like that. I bet you anything, And the crazy thing about movies is that they utilize and use the subconscious to where whatever is depicted, it filters the imaging through your subconscious. And everybody's subconscious is connected in this realm. So we actually create reality together because we're in a realm of thoughts. We're in a thought realm. Okay. So, I know that listening to me for some people might be hard to grasp or it might be a trip, but it's not if you just think and listen to what I'm saying. I don't try to do this. It's just I think differently and my mind works differently at a different capacity. I'm on a different vibration and it's very real and it's what the world needs. It's what we need, But yeah, it's a little quicker. It really is true. Hold on. Oh, see bugs and stuff. So, I picture all that happening, and I think it's going to be on a major level. And if you remember, it's so funny because you have a bunch of guys basically who look kind of like Groovy Jimmy, some little misfits, and they're all sitting there trying to act Billy, what, Billy Bad. And then Batman just shows up in the middle of the rainstorm like this, right? And that's exactly how it's going to be when I get up in New York. I'm just going to be showing up, popping out on folks. So he just shows up, and you hear him talking, and what do they say? They say the criminals and the villains are all there. They're like the clown gang, and they've got their faces painted, right, as clowns, and it's all like demonic, and it's the same Masons and the same type of people, right? Because the Masons and these street gangs, they work together. This is how they be running these billion-dollar organizations of what they did up there with Zach TV with that hotel in Chicago, the Rosemont or whatever, or Fremont, right? Remember? Yeah, that's a billion-dollar business what they were doing with Kanika Jenkins, right? And he ain't gonna silence nobody. We all know. We already know. I'm not afraid to talk about none. We've been taking y'all on, and y'all are scared of me. Y'all shook. That's the thing. That was a government conspiracy all the way, trying to silence anybody speaking up. So that's what they did with Zach TV, and then Chicago doesn't do anything about it. Chicago's not a tough place. You know what I mean? How are you tough if you can't stand up for yourself? See what I'm saying? See, that's why we come up against all these gangs and, gang members and illegal organizations and whoever, cartel, all of them. None of them put fear in my heart. I'm the scariest, baddest dude in the jungle. For real, for real. That's the whole point. See, folks don't get I never made a career off talking. I made a career off of doing it, off of living it. Then I talked after decades and years of waiting and being quiet about everything. And I still ain't really said much. So a lot more I could talk about and say. I really don't run my mouth, because gangsters don't. So at the end of the day, that's what it's like. They're like, and you hear the first thing that them criminals say, they say, that's him. It's him. So where do you think they get that from? That's the way it's going to be when I get to New York, because folks have seen the channel. There's already some people in New York who know of me. And when I'm up there and I'm actually out there walking in the streets in the rain, I walk right in the rain. Rain don't stop me. They ask me out here, you're not scared of the rain? No. Why would I be? What is the rain going to do to me? It's going to get me wet? Ooh, wow. What a big deal. I've had to walk through the rain when I didn't even have any other clothes. I've had to sit there in wet clothes all night. You think that's fun? You know what that feels like? Like, you understand? Like, you have no clue because y'all never went through it. Because all y'all entitled. No, y'all don't get it. When I first started these 2+ years, you know how much stuff I've been through? It's been a lot, man. I've spent entire nights out working, putting in work in the street, and have to walk all the way back over here at night with spiders, coming through spider webs and spiders. Like, y'all don't know, bro, the cost I paid to do this. This ain't easy. You know what I mean? I'm the real thing, bro. I moved through whatever it is. I moved through any obstacle. I'm not gonna let nothing stop me. You know what I mean? Nothing. I don't care who it is or what. Move. Feel me? That's the whole point. People don't get it. I got a purpose to fulfill. I got things to do. But like I said, that's the way it's going to be when I get up there in New York. I already know. I can see it. I can see it unfolding in front of my eyes. God is at work. I'm about to go to New York and take over the streets. I just got to have the money from God. That's it. All I need is the budget. I need the budget. I need a place to stay, a place to live in New York. I need money. And hopefully he'll produce me with a major budget and a huge budget, right? Or an offer where they pay me and give me a huge budget. And the readings say this offer changes everything. So around the table here, that's why I just be patient and wait, because I'm grateful for what I have in my life. I'm grateful for where I'm at. I'm grateful for everything. I'm just never satisfied. There's a difference. God doesn't want me to be satisfied. And I'm content. I'm satisfied, but you never be satisfied because you have ambition. See, I never settle. So I got a lot of stuff I want to do in my future, but all of it is about being Batman in my career as well. You know what I mean? And that's the whole point. Like when they see me up there in New York, what do you think them criminals are going to say? They're going to talk about me, and I'm the legend. And every time that Batman does something and pops out and gets busy, and I take more stripes in the street, them fools is going to talk to each other, and we're going to travel by mouth. In the prisons, jail system, all the criminals, everybody's going to talk. They're going to find out who I am real quick. That's what y'all don't get. And I'm a social media figure and presence. Hold up. To the point that I'm going to have, because I know how to speak and I know how to talk. That's the only part that they didn't depict in the film, right? Because I know how to speak and I know how to talk, and I'm not going to have to talk, but it just helps. And I may not be talking as much. I may go radio silent because, like I said, I'm going to be doing things probably unideable and everything. People ain't going to know who I am. You know, I don't know how it's going to work. I got to see with God, but he'll show me the way. But the point is, because I can talk and because of my power and everything I'm doing, it's going to put me in a whole different position. The NYPD is not going to have any choice but to work with me and involve me in what they're doing, as well as the FBI and the CIA. You know, now I don't know how cool NYPD will be with it, because I'm pretty sure they're probably corrupt as hell, like Akron and everywhere else. But the point is, I don't need them. I don't need them to work with me. In the movie, Batman wasn't cool with them. I didn't need them. Like, Batman just does what he does right in front of them. Have you noticed that? And then when they try to chase Batman, he just shakes them and he gets away from them. He doesn't care. So I'm just saying, you know, I don't know who's going to be supportive. Hopefully everybody will, but you can't please everybody. And you're going to have some people who are against you because they're corrupt and they're no good. Because I'm righteous. Everything I'm doing is about being truly righteous. Hold on. So my whole point is, we're doing everything right. I'm going to have enough power, and I have enough of a political presence already, and an online presence. Like, yeah, they're going to know of me. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you're going to have the villains huddled up doing villain stuff, and the criminals in the street, and all these crazy so-called wannabe gangster thugs in the street, and I'm this and that, and I'm so crazy, right? But then Batman going to be up in New York walking in the streets, and I'm going to probably have like boots like that too. It's got to be boots that can move though. And I'm trained the way I'm trained, right? So I catch them doing something, these criminals, illegal, whatever, doing whatever, and I roll up. It's the same exact thing. You know, who the hell are you supposed to be? You know, and then you remember the movie, right? And then he says, "I'm vengeance." You understand? And that's me. And like, I know I'm vengeance because I hear it coming out of my mouth when I'm not even thinking about it. And it's because I truly am vengeance. That's what people don't get. Like, I've been vengeance my entire life. That's all I bring is vengeance. I don't talk. I actually go show up and pull up and bring actual vengeance. My whole family lineage is about revenge. That's all we've ever done. So I understand why he's using me, because that's what I am. See, what y'all don't understand is I carry pain. I carry past experiences, past revenge, vengeance from my ancestors, vengeance and revenge that we never even got to get, that some of my ancestors probably never had the opportunity, right, to actually get. You understand? I carry all that with me. And now I'm enforcing all that and bringing it back. I'm doing it for them. I'm doing it for my ancestors and all these spirits and ghosts. That's what y'all don't get. I got them working through me. That's why when y'all see me, I move the way I move. I move like a spirit, because this is really spiritual what you're witnessing. This isn't just me. This is spirits working through me. This is the Spirit of God, the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit, right? That's what it is. It's the actual Holy Spirit, the Spirit of God working through me, right? In human form. I'm the vessel that he uses. So you just have to understand, folks that think they have an answer for me out there, that, you know, like the Groovy Jimmies of the world, they have no clue what they're coming up against. You don't have an answer for me. Trust me, I'm terrifying. I'm unstoppable. I'm an immortal vampire. All this stuff that you turn to in normal cases or pretend talk or whatever, that stuff works with other people. I'm not a human, buddy. It don't work with me. Nothing's going to work with me. Nothing will stop me. You understand? That's what these folks don't get. Been there, done that, buddy. Ugh, we already went through all that. Okay? Over and over again. Batman doesn't stop for anything. Okay? What do you think God is building me for? God is building me to be able to come up against mutants, vampires, crocs, all sorts of stuff. You understand? Okay? I'm just being real. Regular human beings, they ain't got nothing for me. They're not on my level. You're not on my level, bro. You are not built like this, man. This is why I train so hard, because I'm actually pushing myself to go farther. You know, I'm picking my whole body up completely now. I'm holding it at that angle, right? Which, I mean, it's basically like a 90-degree angle. I mean, my arms aren't straight in the air, but they're bent at that 90-degree angle, just like this, perpendicular. And that was the level I was trying to get to, and I just did it. I got the still images of it and everything. You know, and that was the goal I wanted to get to, and now it's just to keep doing that. And, you know, I don't know if I could push it farther. That'd be cool if I could get where I put my arms completely straight. I've never seen anybody do that in the history of man, ever. You know, I don't think so. I mean, you know, like, I'm pretty sure I can too. I think anything's possible with God. I truly do. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I think I'm capable of anything. I wouldn't put nothing past me. You know what I mean? You see, everything is legit. The suit look legit, everything, because I'm not out here faking, bro. This is real. You know what I mean? So, like I said, God is training me, creating, molding me, building me, getting me ready, and then He's going to deploy me. I'm just telling you right now, I know He wouldn't have put me through all this, all these hardships. That's the thing. See, we go through things sometimes for our greater good. Sometimes we go through things to build us into what God needs us to be and wants us to be, into the best version of ourselves. So we're not trying to be perfect. See, that's the problem with these people. They want to act like they're perfect. Nobody's perfect. And you all for sure ain't perfect. You're nowhere near. These people are just sitting there, probably staring and recording or whatever. Like, that's fine. Do your thing. Yeah, they're just sitting there. I don't know what the point is, as long as you're showing love. If not, I mean, you're out of luck, partner. It's not up to you. So, yeah, like I said, man, I just love it. I love it. You know what I mean? Might be one of them jealous, envious ones. See, I ain't got no time for that no more. We're going to keep on getting paid. You understand? Yeah, you're a little bit, tad bit late. You're too late. We're going to make all this money in front of you now, and I'm going to save every dime. Watch. Watch. That's the thing. Like, I was talking to somebody right now. I was telling them about it. I'm like, yeah, I try to minimize what I spend because I don't have much. But the little that I make and that I do get and that I have, I try to minimize what I'm spending, everything. Like, I try to keep everything real low. Like, that's what y'all don't get. I've realized sometimes that's better to try to run off little resources. Like, right now, I have what I need. I got a little bit of money in the bank. I need everybody to donate and show their support. That's what's going to help me to do all this. You understand? Like, real talk, bro. That's what's going to help me. So hopefully y'all will step up. I never lie about anything. Like I said, I just got paid today. I probably got like a few bucks cash on me. You know, it is what it is, man. I mean, I don't know. You know, God told me to quit telling my business, so I'm not even going to fill y'all in because it ain't none of your business no more. But like I said, we'll keep them guessing. You know what I mean? But what I do know is that we got to get this other check up over $100, and I'm telling you right now, I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I'm not going to accept no for an answer. I just paid this phone bill, $55. You understand? All by myself, pretty much. Like I said, shout out to those of you who have supported me along the way. I truly mean it. Thank you. You know what I mean? Hopefully it was with a genuine purpose, but I listen to God, man. I trust God to fix and correct people and their attitudes and mentalities, you know, to fix everything. God is at work, man. But like I said, it's going to be just like that. What y'all don't get is that Batman is just going to be showing up in the streets of New York. And I'm not giving criminals or anyone fair warning. I'm letting you know right now. There's no warning. There's no light yet. We'll get to that point, I'm sure, where we have where he says, if you got malfunctioning equipment, I suggest you take it up with HR or whatever, right? Like, yeah, we'll probably have a luminescent bat signal and all that at some point, and he'll be just like the movie. It's a warning. Fear is a tool. Like that's the whole thing. I mean, yeah, I'm already instilling fear without trying. I became fear. I am fear, and that's the whole point. People don't get this is a real thing happening in front of you. This is the times that we're in, you know, and it's not the end. It's only the beginning. It's just the beginning. This is the beginning times. Okay, so like I said, end of the day, it's going to be just like that, and I'm just going to be popping out, and I just know the reactions are going to be hilarious. Like there's going to be criminals that are like, what the hell? They're going to be freaking out because when Batman shows up, I just show up like in the middle of the night, bro. I just show up like even if it's broad day, I just pop out like from out of nowhere, and I'm like gliding and flying and stuff and moving around, and I'm trained to a whole nother capacity. That's why I keep training like this. Like I'm gonna push the training even further. I continue to. I don't even show y'all everything. I've escalated my training. My martial arts is completely precise and on point. You can't tell me anything or any way to do anything because my way is right and yours is wrong. Nobody's ever done this. So what do you mean? There's nobody who moves like me. There's nobody who's ever done what I've done because it's not possible. Hold on. So see, what I'm doing is the actual impossible, right? And this is a fact. And this is why I got all these folks in their feelings, right? Yeah. Like I could see what you're doing. I could see how they're trying to avoid, right? Um, just everything on here, man. They do the same thing every time. It's the same weird energy. Yeah, I'm just not going to recognize it and even talk about it. It's a waste of my time. Like I said, listen, there's no way you can stop me, bro. I'm going to get the views. I'm going to get whatever. You ain't got to watch me. Y'all can boycott, do whatever you're going to do. Sit there and try to avoid watching me. That's fine. But I'm gonna get the views regardless. And you're seeing that in front of your face. So it's like, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm happy today. I'm getting what I need right now. Like I said, I think I got like 2 peaches and these sweet cherries. Um, I mean, that's all, man. I'm trying to stock up. I got to stock up on fruit if I can, and just, not too much of it, but just a little at a time, and try to get the little things that I need. And that's what helps me, just makes everything easier on me. This whole thing is we have to build an environment where it's easiest on me. Like I said, that's why I do need people to support me. Um, like I said, I've done nothing but right by everybody. People need to get real with themselves, man, and let go and start supporting what I'm doing here. You know what I mean? And it's that simple. So it is what it is. You feel me? And if they do that, well, it ain't even dark yet, man. If we do that, it'll help me. It'll go a long way, not just with me, but with what we're doing here with this project. Really, your high beams right on live. It's all good. They don't know what they're doing. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I said, we just got to keep on being efficient, working hard, and that's what folks don't get. I work harder than anyone, bro. Like seriously, I'm not trying to talk any way or supersede anyone or anything like that. It's not how I am, truthfully. But I'm just being honest. Like I work harder than everybody, man. I work really hard at what I'm doing here because I believe in it, and it just takes more work to be Batman. It's not something that you can just fake or that's easy. It takes hard work, bro. This is the hardest work ever, but I love every part of it. That's why I don't feel like work to me, But that's the thing. I have to maintain the strength levels. I got to keep pushing. I got to train harder and harder. I got to go harder in the street. I got to have my presence, maintain my presence. I got to maintain appearances. It's a lot of stuff I got to do. You're a Wayne, you know? So at the end of the day, like I said, I mean, some folks are on here entertaining. I'm not entertaining. I'm getting busy in the street. I'm a street gangster and a thug. You understand? I'm just televising it for you, and I'm just being smart about how I do it and how I move because I have to be. See, when the camera's on, you got to be smart. It ain't about being tough. We know who's tough. You got to be smart. You got to make solid decisions. You just see that's why they invented that terminology that y'all want to use now, right? But it's all backwards and don't really make any sense. But yeah, now you can't be doing that. Oh, everybody would care. Yeah. Now you can't do that. Now see, that's what you're doing. That's what Rob Wack is doing over little old me. Tell me that's not a fact. That's exactly what he's doing. Hold on. That's exactly what he's doing over little old me. All of them. They're all losing it over my success, right? And y'all, they're losing it because they're all in desperation. You know, you have to understand. This country, we're entering the greatest depression of all time. And me, I'm learning more every day, and I'm acclimating more to inflation, and that puts me ahead of the game as opposed to most people. You understand? It's a very important thing to learn how to and prepare and get ready and understand inflation. With inflation comes budgeting on another level. I mean, you have to minimize what you're spending and how you're moving, and that's the biggest thing for me right now, I think, and that's the hardest part. Is I'm already been minimal and I'm tired of it, and I want to just eat normal meals. You know, I still haven't had a normal meal in a while. I eat differently, you know, and it works for me clearly. Like, I mean, honestly, overall, probably health wise, like I said, it's clearly working because I'm stronger than all y'all, everybody, and I'm moving more efficiently. I mean, you know, that all equates to whatever you want to call it. I don't believe in the concept of health. I believe in the concept of miracles. I believe in the concept of God. That's what people don't understand. I don't care about health or stability because you're trying to work on something and hold on to something that doesn't really exist, you know, because all that stuff can vanish in 1 second. See my point? But if you just do the right things, yeah, that always helps. You know, you don't want to do the right thing even all the time. Anything in excess is bad. You know, so people forget, it's just we've all heard the stories, so life is just life. Look at what happened to me. Look at what I've been through. I mean, I've been through a lot, man. I mean, for him to have me moving like this efficiently is extremely impressive. It's downright impossible, and God does the impossible. You know, does the impossible through me, does the impossible every day, and I do the impossible every day with him. Perform miracles. So all I got to say, man, is people are going to have to just watch me win and watch me continue to succeed and try to play catch up. And I plan to save every dime, man. I got to get this money, man. Right now, the goal is I'm trying to go as hard as I can because I want this money. I want to get this check up over 100 before the end of this month because then I have consistent income from my business. And then I know that I've got it all built and it's running completely. And this is the first time I've ever gotten here, and I've been doing this for 2 years plus. I haven't gotten there quite yet, but I'm getting close. I'm already to a different level because I am making money quicker regardless. I'm picking up speed and momentum. So either way, I would have a big check whenever I get it, but we don't want to wait 2 months. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. Hopefully, God, please bless my business. Please bless everything I'm doing. I know that you already have, and please help me to do this and accomplish this goal. I'm really putting my all into this, and just help me to get it done, please. Please make it happen for me because I need this money, man. And please provide me with way more money in a budget so I can do everything that I want to do and need to do. So that's all I really got to say. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I believe God is going to do it just like He's done the impossible this whole time, just like He's doing it every day for me and making it happen. God will make a way where there is no way. God will make a way. So I believe in miracles, man. I really do. So I don't know. I can feel it. I can feel God's presence. I can feel it coming. I can't wait, man. I hope God gives me this major budget of money, man. That's what I need, bro. I need the money because I'm gonna use it as a tool and a resource to get all this done and take everything over and run the streets even more all across coast to coast and get this whole Batman thing rolling on a different level. And that's what I'm trying to do. That way I get my motorcycles, bat pods, build my own functioning lines of vehicles and everything. The knowledge base is there. I just need the money. That's the thing. I've had a lot of time to think and I still need more. I need a laptop for sure. So I can start mapping out, but I need like a good one, like an HP or not an HP. HP suck. I need a MacBook Pro. That's what I need. So I can map out the ideas literally. And I wish I get some software for designing and stuff, but that's not really my thing. I'm gonna need somebody who can do that. That's the thing too. Like I was thinking of giving people like Charles Wofford a job for mechanics to build my stuff, but he's got to show me and prove to me he can actually do it. So we'll see. I'll be back, man. Much love.